Hello kittens, my name is Pippa and this is Pippa Jones Beauty. It's the place where I love to get together with you and discuss all things beauty, including fragrance, makeup, skincare, and a little bit of this and that. Well, if you're new here, thanks for stopping by. I would absolutely love if you would join in the conversation down below. What do you think about what's going on today? I think it's pretty darn exciting, brand new Jo Malone. I'd also love if you would subscribe down below and continue to hang out with me. If you learned something, liked something, thought it was cool, absolutely, please give it a thumbs up. Those are great ways to help support this channel to grow and continue. Well, if you know anything about me, you know that I love Jo Malone London. I absolutely think that they create beautiful fragrances. I absolutely love their aesthetic, their layerability, the ability to take a little bit of artistry in your own hands as a layman and to be able to play around with scent layering. I love their releases. I love their themes. I like most everything Jo Malone comes out with. Just make beautiful fragrances. Do I blind buy Jo Malone? Oftentimes I do. Again, I did. Is it a wise decision? I don't know. It's like my hobby, so I guess it's okay. It's probably not the wisest decision. So maybe it's a good thing you're here because I can give you a few ideas, pointers, but fragrance, that's part of the fun and the beauty of it. It's different on every person. You know, it has different purposes. Does it create joy to your morning when you spray it on? Does it enhance your mood and energize you if you're feeling tired or down? Does it speak a language that you want to communicate with when you're with someone? You know, that's the cool thing about fragrance. Fragrance been been around so long in history, and maybe that's why I like it so much, for the different facets of it. But Jo Malone is absolutely beautiful, and today we are talking about the new 2022 Brit Collection. Last year's Brit Collection featured the English-British countryside and making jam with some beautiful fragrances and re-promotes. I purchased elderberry and the tangy rhubarb, and I don't have those with me here in Florida. They are up north. And they were in a container that was reminiscent of, you know, preserves and jam, and it was cute. It was cute. Wasn't my favorite packaging of all time. I like either a real classic bottle or something just absolutely beautiful. That was more like comfort, you know, comfort food. That was like comfort Jo Malone style. But this year's is absolutely right up my alley. I absolutely love the packaging. As you can see, our top is a wooden wash of blue, in which it looks like it's either washed or distressed to create an absolutely unique and beautiful cap. It reminds me, yes, of the ocean side, of a lake cabin up north with wood shiplap that's a little bit worn. It reminds me of the East Coast blues, weathered shingle. That's what it reminds me of, and that's an absolute look I love. So our bottles are clear. There are 5, 1 re-promote, the ever lovely, beautiful, famous beyond belief, I don't care if I smell like everybody else, wood sage and sea salt. I didn't buy the bottle. I have lots of different versions of bottles of it, but yeah, it's absolutely, absolutely lovely. I did not buy that one, but so far I was able to get my hands on Aqua Lemon. And the juices of the 3 that I have are just slightly different colored. And you know what they remind me of? They remind me of sea glass. So we're continuing on this watery theme, which is supposedly what I read, the highlight of this collection. And this one's a little bit yellowy, the forest moss and Cologne, a little yellow greeny. So it definitely has this look of sea glass. And they're just absolutely beautiful. We have 1 ounce and all of them. 30 mils, 1 fluid ounce, $74 US. And I have 3 of these, and I bought them at the Nordstrom site. I saw them pop up one day and I was like, wow, okay. Pretty soon I'm gonna assume they're gonna be on the Jo Malone site, I would say very soon, for the Brit Collection, and probably at all major department stores in the US. I checked real quick on the Selfridges site the other day when I purchased them, and I didn't see it at Selfridges or anywhere like that. Maybe you're lucky enough to have them at the Jo Malone British site. But for us here in America, you can get them right now at Nordstrom. Others, you can wait a little bit and check them out when they come to the other stores. Well, let's start with, which one should we start with? Let's start with this one, Crystal Campion Cologne. I think that's how he said it. And the notes are black currant, Campion flower accord. And it has like a woody, mossy dry down. All right, I'm gonna spray this one on my inner arm. It's a good one. It's definitely fresh, not overly floral right away. It definitely has this like that airy, watery, airy aquatic-y type. Yeah. It's not an in-your-face floral. It's not, I'm not having any overly like citrusy fruity, not at all. No, it's more of a fresh, very different from the spring collection. The spring collection, 22 Blossoms collection, very citrusy, very bitter, citrus forward, a lot of powdery dry downs. This one, definitely more fresh, easy floral. Oh, it's good. Unique. It definitely, you know, if we're talking that this collection is like the water, is inspired by water and water in the summer, I would say that one's definitely an oceany type inspiration for me. I love to be by the ocean. Oh, that's lovely. The next one is Forest Moss. Let's spray this one on the other side. Oh, okay. This one has more of the, you know what this one reminds me for aquatic? It has, okay, so it has more, a little bit bitter, like cypressy tree. And you know what? If we're talking if we're talking about waters and aquatics and stuff like that, this one is an up northy type fragrance to me. I'm up north, you know, it's like when I go on a walk up north, and it's, you know, the northern Wisconsin woods, and there's these like boggy swamps that have like, it's like majestic, it's like fairies should be there. It's like that because it has that kind of, it's like airy, you're outside, you're watery, you're among the trees. I told you this collection is like perfect for me. This is like my life in bottles, where I like to go in bottles. So I have the beautiful ocean water splashing around in the ocean, or the ocean splashing around by me. I usually don't like to swim too much. I prefer to swim in the pool. Look at the ocean. This is like my up north rivers and bogs and going for a walk. Oh, lovely. Really good. Oh, the notes on that one. Juniper, geranium and a moss dry down. That's why we're getting like this earthy, you know, this earthy. That geranium I think is like a really, like that earthy, that's why I'm getting, oh, it's so good. That earthy, boggy type. Watery to me, airy. Oh, beautiful. And the last one I have is Aqua Lemon. And let's put this one up here. Oh, okay. This one's citrusy. Oh, but it's a different kind of citrusy. It's not citrusy like the Spring Blossoms collection, which was kind of that, but this is more the fresh citrusy and very light, very airy. Okay, very easy to wear. You know, to me, the Spring collection leaned a little bit feminine. You know, the citrusy, bitter citrusy, but some powdery dry downs. And this collection, to me, is definitely more gender neutral. Or just, you know, anybody could, you know, wear these. Some of them, I feel like I would love to smell any. Like my man would love to smell any of these on him that I've tried so far. This one to me is a lighter, airier. This is sitting in the pool looking at the ocean, and you have just the slightest seltzery cocktail and just a little bit of vodka, mostly seltzer, and you know, freshly squeezed and mulled lemons in there. It's really light and not overly citrusy, but just so airy, so refreshing. Wow. New Jo Malone. You know I'm gonna get excited about it. 3 blind buys. Really, really like them. Which one do I think is the most unique? I think the Crystal Campion is the most unique out of the 3. I like all of them, but this one's pretty light to me. The Aqua Lemon. Mandarin, lemon, pelgrane, and cedarwood are the notes that they mention in this one. See if I catch some cedar in the dry down. Oh, yeah, it does get a little bit woody. Yeah, all of these seem to have like a very earthy, woody type base. You know, I like that. You know, I love the aesthetic, but just the idea behind it, the aquatics and then the earthiness, just beautiful for summer. Oh, and the forest moss, which reminds me of up north. You know, we have that tree, the earthiness of the geranium. Oh, they're lovely. I don't know. It's hard to say a favorite. It might be the Crystal Campion. I can't decide if I have to pick just one of them. But thank you for joining me today as I sprayed some brand new fragrances from the new Jo Malone 2022 Brit Collection. It's available now at Nordstrom. If you want to try one out, let me know down below if you do. Which one interests you the most? What do you think of the aesthetic in the bottle? Do you like this one better than last year's? Don't forget about the re-promote of wood, sage, and sea salt. And then there's another one that I don't have yet, which is called Salty Amber. Put a shot of them all here. Thanks for joining me. If you learned something, like something, we're excited about something, give it a thumbs up. I would love if you join in, subscribe down below, and stick around for some more videos on fragrance, makeup, skincare, and a little bit of this and that.